Assalamu alaikum, my YouTube family. I hope you all are fine and enjoying good health. So today's video is going to be on A-Levels English Paper 2 English Language, and the course code is 9093. And this is, for the May, this is the previous May-June paper. The paper is of 2 hours. And today I'm going to discuss in detail this paper 2. Okay. So paper 2, a new paper pattern, is basically, based on 2 questions in total. Section A answers question number 1 and section B answer question number 1. So, and it is of 50 marks because each question is divided into 25 marks, right? We don't have any insert in this question paper. Paper 2 has no insert. We only get the questions and we have to attempt them from our own brain, all right? So now, my dear students, the first section A is all about, shorter writing and reflective commentary. It is divided into 2 parts. 15 marks is for the, shorter writing, and then comes the reflective commentary, comes off, it's going to be of 10 marks altogether, right? So this is the paper pattern I'm showing you already, and I'm going to also share the sample writing with you, which will definitely make you sure that how we need to write each and every part of it, right? So you recently joined an after-school club, which is now looking for more members. You have offered So you have offered to give a short speech to your year group, persuading, convincing people to join. Now you are going to write the text for your speech. Okay, so this is the purpose of the writing is the speech and using no more than 400 words. So this is going to be 400 words because each task is going to be of 600 and 900 words. This task altogether should be of 600 and 900 words, like 400 words should be of for this task A part, and the other one should be, more or less altogether like 300 to 350 words. Okay. In your writing, focus on the importance of developing skills and interests and create a sense of enthusiasm for this club. So this is the speech writing. For the speech writing, you need to know that the pattern is exactly the same, that you have to go in the detail from the first till the end. You're going to focus on the importance of developing skills. You need to just extract the topic. What is the topic? Focus on the importance of developing skills and interests. So what is the importance of developing skills and interests in this new era? You are going to jot down the points on the right side of the question paper, and then you are going to, elaborate them in detail. Okay, it should not be exceeding more than 400 words, and you have to create a sense of enthusiasm. Like your tone should be convincing, persuading, enthusiastic tone, and you are motivating the people. That skill, developing the skill is something very important in your life. If you're going to develop one skill, you can be able to, you can easily survive in your life in a better possible manner. And after, once you accomplish your, piece of writing, you have to comment on your own text. You are going to create a reflective commentary on your own text, explaining how your linguistic choices contribute to fulfilling the task. For example, have you, properly used the usage of linguistic terms, simile, metaphor, anaphora, and all those linguistic grammatical terms has been embedded in the text or not? And what about those, parts of speech, figurative languages, are they embedded? You are going to comment on each and every paragraph of yours, but please make sure the reflective commentary should be short. Now I'm going to show you a sample, question, that how we need to attempt, this question number 1 of paper 2. I'm not going to take you to the question number 2 or, section B. Today we'll be discussing about only shorter writing and reflective commentary. Let me screen share once again. Okay, so my dear students, this was, that was the speech question. Let's suppose if you got a, question regarding the leaflet. So today I'll be revealing you the pattern of leaflet as well, because speech has no confirmed pattern, but leaflet has. We have to, put the headings as well. So the question is, your head teacher has asked you to produce a leaflet called Leaving Home. The leaflet will be aimed at old teenagers who are going to live in another town or city to go to the university. Write the text for the leaflet using no more than 400 words in your writing. Give advice and guidance on how to manage living away from your life, family for the first time. So this is the topic. Now here I have first extracted the topic, and then I'm going to write in a stylish possible manner. Okay, your written expression should be extremely stylish. All right. Okay, now let's just read out. This is the specimen paper, and this is the specimen answer as well under it. So congrats, you've aced your A-levels, and now it's the time you've been waiting for. Time to wave bye-bye to bros, says Papa, and pet goldfish. And head off for your university village. Freedom County, zip code this. Yay! But before you pack your lifetime collection of old socks and a year's supply of chocolate, hang on a minute and have a look at some valuable advice from me, your friendly expert uni preparation guide. So see, that girl is giving the advice as well, and also, in a very friendly and amiable manner. Then we have to focus that, if you're writing a podcast, so it should, or a leaflet, let's suppose if it's a leaflet, so leaflet should have these, you know headings. All right. So the first heading is tempted to squander, try not to blunder. Too poor to look after your own. So she started, with the question, or in too much of a days to save. At uni, you'll be in charge of your own money for the first time in your life. It may feel pretty amazing to have all that filthy lucre to manage. Keep a track of everything you spend so that you don't run out of cash when you're going to need it most. Always make sure you've allowed enough for rent, food, books, and travel before you earn. You're even tempted to treat yourself to that extra special customized portion. JK, for that, you'll have to wait until you have graduated. So see, just kidding. Now they're all, short forms, the short creations, which we always communicate in the social media through, they have embedded in the paper too. Now all that social media language is being embedded in this, papers as well. Eating like Einstein, and then comes tickety talk. So it's all about, the catchy headings in the leaflet. If you are creating these catchy headings in the leaflet, then definitely you're good to go. Your examiner is not going to be able to, deduct marks of yours. So you can give a reading to these eating like Einstein and tickety talk, and you can get a better idea about it. Okay. Now moving on towards the next part of it, and that is, the reflective commentary. Now let's first read the examiner's comments on this. The examiner commented that the candidate has chosen a lively, engaging style in which to address the specified audience of older teenagers as described in the question. There's much use of ellipses and rhythmic structures. Yes, it was. An informal, popular, colloquial language which targets the audience well. Yes, it was targeting the audience well because the, language was extremely popular. It's the recent used language, the social media, as I told you already. It is clear that the candidate is confident in using literary features such as alliteration. There was a rhythm in it, assonance, and end rhyme, and a range of linguistic and rhetorical devices, including direct address, questioning technique, fragmentation, abbreviation, play on contemporary, semiotic system. So these are some of the important, terms we need to embed in our question, one, paper two, right? However, the candidate also addresses the secondary audiences, right? The head teacher and juxtaposes shows structures with lengthier and more complex sentences. Okay, so this was the response you can see, and then it is, it's a high level of accuracy of expression response, and that's why it is in the level 5, all right? So, now, the candidate has understood the purpose of the leaflet is to advise potential university students, and graphologically, the candidate set out the text logically. Okay, it is in a chronological order with an introductory paragraph under the main heading. The candidate uses subheadings to maintain the style of writing and to separate each individual point of the main context of the text. This makes the text clear and addresses the overall required. Then the candidate got 14 out of 50. If you really want to do ace in your exam, you are requested to please follow these things in your paper 2, question number 1, right? Now, how this could have improved the answer? See, if you got 14, still there is a room of improvement. Full marks could have been awarded if the candidate had included ideas on the fact that the older teenagers in the questions were about to live in another town or city. And the candidate has not mentioned any idea or town city, okay, the visual expression. However, the candidate has carefully selected 3 topics on which to offer advice and has fully the brief of using no more than 400 words. Therefore, the task has been fully achieved and the criteria of level 5 has been met. Okay, very nice. Now let's move on to the reflective commentary. Okay, now reflective commentary should also be, there's no such, pattern, but apart from that, there are always, short paragraphings. In the reflective commentary, you need to comment on your own leaflet. It means you have to start from the very first paragraph. I decided to write the text for my leaflet in the same chatty style as that used in popular magazines, which are aimed at teenagers. So this was, the first thing. When you are commenting on something, you need to comment on each and every style of writing, how it was written, what is written in it, and where that comes from, what is the purpose of it, right? So, are you meeting the actual criteria or not? Giving a light-hearted and humorous feel to the text whilst offering serious messages. My reason for the humor was to attract and maintain the attention of the target audience of older teenagers. So, you're also using the comparison by writing. On the other hand, I felt that the information and advice the leaflet was offering needed to be sensible and worthwhile, as the original instructions had come from the head teacher. Therefore, he also needed to approve of what he wrote, right? So the very first paragraph, the introductory paragraph, is actually, set up in an appropriate manner, creating a reflection of the first paragraph of the leaflet, which was, previously written. So when you are commenting on it, you need to structure it, hyphenated sentences, in a chronological order, mentioning the reason, all right, each and everything, and also mention the style of writing. That's something very important, right? Moving on to the next paragraphs, if we are, analyzing it, you need to mention the structure of the leaflet is set into separate paragraphs, as it was, right? So here you're commenting on it, so you need to mention this line. This line could be, added in any of the piece of writing as well, to make the overall graphology. These are the terms, my dear students. If you are embedding these terms into your writing style, then you can definitely ace into your writing. I used subheadings which have catchy titles, including ellipses and rhetorical questions. Tempted to squander? This was the rhetorical question, leave the, writer, leave the reader to think upon it, critically think upon it, coupled with a rhyming imperative. Try not to squander, and alliteration as well. Eating like Einstein and tickety talk, as I felt they needed to match the overall style of writing rather than just state healthy eating, for example. So this is, the actual, response of reflective commentary. And then on each and every paragraph, she has commented on her own. Okay, she has mentioned this one thing. Paragraph 2, our position inside each paragraph, hopefully this juxtaposition. You are going to comment according to the literary, according to the linguistic terms, okay? Which linguistic terms you have embedded into it? What is your writing style? How are you, creating the comparison? Okay, and what are the features you were intended to enhance the feeling of excitement or whatever feeling, all right? So, and how you have convinced the university students. Okay, you are requested to use the transition words as good as you can. All right, so you can see this rhetorical questions, hyperbole, all right, and then, overall impression of everything that going to the university. Okay, on reflection. So this word reflection is must to be embedded in it. My sentence structures include snappy fragments. Okay, this is something very important to embed. Lexical, the meaningful, examples or lexis or formal grammatical structure, something very significant to embed into it. All right. There are, I wondered at first whether I had chosen too many colloquial features. So this is something you need to, structure your writing style into it. I'm sure you're quite clear after seeing this sample response of the reflective commentary and the first response. Now you are requested to please create your own and mention the comment section below. Was it helpful or not? Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. And let's read the examiner comment as well. On this, the student got a 9 marks out of 10, right? On the reflective commentary. And this was the whole comment. The candidate identifies the ways in which the style and language were used to attract and maintain the attention of the audience, and, stylistic devices, which are something very important to embed, chosen very clearly, confidently, range of technical terminologies. These are the things I'm highlighting this. Please just pen it down to paper and start using them. Commentary structured logically with separate paragraphs, individual points. Candidate makes structure of commentary sophisticated. All right, and demonstrating that the candidate understands how choices may have shaped meaning for the specified audience. And then, you can see that you have to proofread. This is something very important where you can easily, extract your own mistakes. All right, so this was all from my side. I'm sure you have learned a lot, and you can also see the common mistakes which the candidate has done in it. You can read out, see, and compare. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and like my channel, and also comment, and stay tuned for more useful content. Love this.